Hey everyone, Tenconi's back online. So I know I'm a bit late in updating you guys in regards to the kind of plans that UKIP has when it comes to their projects, their mass deportations rallies. They've been holding them for a while now, and I found out about 2 weeks ago on Facebook that they're going to be hosting a series of rallies, particularly in the northern end of the British Isles, and these coming months. I'll post a banner of the location and dates for you guys to see. There's going to be one this month in Nottingham, so if you can attend, attend. It's a bit too far from me because I'm in the southwest of England. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I've been doing a lot of thinking about one of these videos that Paul Thorpe made. He was talking about activism, and he said that activism hasn't achieved much. It's not really working, is it? It hasn't really added much to our cause. And in fact, in all honesty, it's actually caused more trouble than people expected. You know, people galvanising together in circles and protesting against the British government, and then they end up in a mass state of violence, throwing bricks at police officers and setting things on fire and smashing up shops. Well, I have to say that I completely 100% disagree with what Paul Thorpe has to say. I have no idea what kind of activism he's on about. The kind of activism I'm on about is people peacefully demonstrating and spreading the message through citizen journalism, through social media, and exercising real, genuine activism. The right way to deliver activism and spreading the message. Not through acting on violence, not to act on emotional tantrums. We want peaceful demonstrations and rallies. And if Paul Thorpe actually attended a mass deportation rally that was held by UKIP, then he would understand. Only if only he could attend, he would know. How else would I be sitting here making this video if not for citizen journalism, if not for Tommy Robinson? How would I be attending these Unite the Kingdom movements if activism wasn't exercised, if citizen journalists, if people who wanted their voices to be heard, not just Tommy Robinson, but Sammy Woodhouse, Liam Tufts, Gurmit Singh, Dan Wootton being a citizen journalist, Maya Tusi, they didn't hold their heads above the parapet and let their voices be heard as loud as and as clear as possible on social media. Meanwhile, our politicians, our mainstream media, and prominent voices try to suppress us as much as they can. This is the kind of activism I'm seeing. I wouldn't find out about Nick Tenconi. I wouldn't find out about what UKIP is doing if not for activism, if not for citizen journalism, if not for social media. Every single day, the number of people who are waking up is growing and growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. Did you not notice that people attending these Unite the Kingdom movements, these rallies and demonstrations, the crowd just gets bigger and bigger every single time? Because more and more people are being influenced by the power of social media, by people exercising activism, and the message just spreads. It keeps on spreading. And we can only wake people up through activism. Imagine these mass deportations rallies, right? Even if one curious onlooker, a random pedestrian, one person opens up their ears, their eyes, and their minds to what Nick Tenconi is saying, they might realise the next day, they think about it, they do a bit of research into UKIP, they'll say to themselves, in the same way that I said to myself when I found out about UKIP, hey, do you know what? I actually agree with what Nick Tenconi has to say. I think that UKIP's policies, plans and visions, they completely resonate with the struggles and difficulties that I face on a day-to-day basis, on the struggles that my community faces on a regular basis. They are saying exactly the same things that I am seeing, that I am witnessing, these kinds of incidents that are happening day after day, especially when it comes to illegal immigration. And it completely, absolutely relates to the topic of grooming gangs and the work that Tommy Robinson is involved in, right? They're going to be thinking, do you know what? I don't just agree with Nick Tenconi. I think that this is what I want to see from a leader of a political party. This is the kind of rhetoric I want to hear, the narrative I want to witness, that I want someone to be speaking, coming from the future Prime Minister. Not from people like Nigel Fatface Farage and Dick Tice, Lee Anderson, Sarah Pumpkin, who go on about it's not possible to deport every single illegal alien. It's a political impossibility. We simply can't do. We can't ostracize the religion of peace, or we will lose. It's all over. Defeatist mentalities. I do not want to hear that from my future Prime Minister, my future political party that will be winning the next general election. People will notice these sort of things. And they'll start they'll wake up to the reality of the state of our country, and they will see that they will say to themselves, do you know what? I'm not happy with Abdul and Jamal stalking my little daughter when she's coming home from school. I'm not happy with Mohammed setting up explosives on top of a fish and chip shop, and he lives right next to me. And guess what? Aisha lives right next to me as well. She's helping him in on manufacturing those explosives. I'm not happy with Fatima and Hamza being housed in 5-star luxury hotels, given free accommodation. They're not giving any benefits to this country, not genuine refugees. They came here illegally. They were illegally trafficked at the expense of taxpayers. My council tax, my income tax, my road tax, my national insurance is paid to this British government. My hard work, my hard-earned money, all of my energy, all of my time is being spent to pay for this British government that houses in people and welcomes them in with open arms into this country who do not belong here. Their values, their customs are unassimilatable. I don't even know if that word even exists. But they should go back to where they came from. And I am hearing and I am witnessing Nick Tenconi out on the streets representing the British working class, standing up for my community and saying that every single one of these Abdul, Jamal, Aisha, Fatima, Muhammad, these people that are plaguing and festering, colonizing and dominating my community, this guy, Nick Tenconi, is standing up and holding his head above the parapet. And he's saying, let's deport them all. Let's save this country. And let's reinstate Christianity back into the heart of British society and government. What a brilliant idea. I'm going to sign up to that. UKIP is the next political party. I'm supporting them. I'm getting behind this party. I'm not getting behind this flip-flopping circus clown of a reform party. The Tory 2.0s. That's the kind of activism we want to see. I'm going to show you a video of Nick Tenconi standing on the front lines of Calais and confronting these illegal migrants. I don't see Nigel Farage doing it. I don't see Dick Tice doing that. They're comfortable sitting within their gated communities where they're safe and sound, away from all the trouble. I want to see Nick Tenconi actually in front of the camera confronting these illegal invaders. Where are the women? Where are the children? Where are your families? You're not fleeing war. You're not coming from a place of conflict, are you? Otherwise, you'd be bringing in your families, and you wouldn't be throwing your passports into the water on that rubber dinghy. Let's see some identification, because you know you are being trafficked into this country and you are brought here illegally, that you can take advantage of this country. This is completely unacceptable. I am standing for UKIP. That's the kind of activism that will wake people up. And it's only through, it can only be done through people spreading it by word. There's a fly around me, social media, citizen journalism, and it's not through the ballot box. What's happened through the ballot box over these years? We've got the Tories betraying the Brexit deal. We've now got Labour destroying us. And now everyone's rushing in to reform like moths to a flame. That's what the ballot box is doing. It's not really achieved much, has it, Paul Thorpe? So I just have to address a bit of constructive criticism to the points that Paul Thorpe has made. So let me know what you think down below in the comments section. If you're going to be attending these mass deportations rallies, let me know. Give us a shout. And also let me know how your political journey came to be. How you found out about UKIP, about Nick Tenconi, how you fell out from reform, and how you actually developed through your spiritual journey of coming to Christ. How you actually woke up and received wholeheartedly the message. That's all I have to say. Guys, Guardian Mo's clocking out. I'll see you next time. Or perhaps in the next mass deportations rally.
Why are they fleeing their families? It's lies. It's lies. France is a safe country. France is a safe country. They don't want to stay in France. They don't want to stay in France. They don't want to stay in France. Yeah, they want to come to Britain. You're all headed towards Britain illegally. Yeah? That's what I say, mate. That's what I say. Who do you think you're speaking to? Who do you think you're speaking to? You're not coming to Britain. We've got your face. You're not coming to Britain. Yeah? All your faces, shut up. All your faces are on film. It's going to the British government. Yeah? Straight to the British government. This is going to end. All this is going to end. No one wants to speak. They can't speak English. Protected by these communists. Shut up. This has got to end, guys. They had every opportunity to speak to me and to convince me that they are legal refugees.